Hello and welcome to another video from the Grace Trail on YouTube, and it is episode 31 of my FIFA 15 Burnley career mode. In this episode we are going to have 2 games. There's only 6 games left, as you can see from the table probably as well. We're going to do 2 games in this episode, 2 games in the next episode, and then I may split the last 2 games into 2 live matches or just 1 highlights video, depending on kind of the relegation situation and whatnot, and where I am kind of in the table, whether it's worth spending my time just kind of doing those live games or not. So I mean, it really depends how these next 3 or 4 games go, really. But Everton away is not an easy game to start with. We also have Leicester at home in this episode, so Leicester we really need to beat. This game, it would be nice if we could definitely get something out of it. This is the team we're going with. No Jutskovic. I just felt like maybe Jerome and Ings should be put in the team here. Chalobah's coming in. I kept Rusnak in just because I've been happy with his performances since he's come in. Boyd coming in at left midfield thanks to an injury to Kitely, as you can see there. But we've got plenty of options on the bench if it gets a bit hairy. But obviously it would be great if we could get a result here, especially if results start going against us. As I accidentally advanced there. But anyway, let's get into this. Well guys, this is going to be such a crucial game. We've got a lot of other games on at the same time as us, and a lot of big games at the bottom. Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace is one of them. That is a huge game. Was a team down in 20th, and the teams West Bromwich Albion also have a big game against Crystal Palace, which is going to be an almighty one as well. And Leicester are at home to Swansea City, so there's potential for them to get something out of that. So we really do need a good result here to keep ourselves in a good position and not get in trouble. But Everton are not going to be easy to beat at all, especially at Goodson Park. This is going to be interesting.
Burnley, they'll want to show themselves in a better light.
Oh, that was a hack down, and Shackle falls over the defender, and it is a free kick. Or over Eto, I should say. And that's a short free kick, and we've got to be careful here. Pienaar's got half a chance, and that could have been 1-0 right there, and it's been a fast and furious start to this game here. Coleman, not quite sure, I'm pretty sure it said Everton were around 7th, so they'll probably be hoping to climb up the table as well, as it's whipped into the box here. And oh, it's wrong by Heaton, and somehow Everton have scored. And what looked like, I think it's an own goal, is it, from Shackle? I can't quite tell. Actually, is it Shackle? I'm not quite sure who it's gone in off there. There's Will Keane in there, Barkley was in there, and Heaton's made a complete mess of that, and that is the last thing we needed. Now it's McCarthy, and Everton are playing really well here, and it's Samuel Eto'o, and he's got a very good chance here, but he's messed it up. Good clearance. Needs to go our heads together here. I don't know what's going on at the moment. Here's Seamus Coleman, and look at this play. Barry into McCarthy. Good tap. Oh, God, it's come out to McCarthy, and that's found Samuel Eto'o, and it's 2-0, and we're being dissected apart here. It's similar to the Arsenal game. We've got an absolute mountain to climb, and where on earth is the defence? I don't know if that's Eto'o mocking me, potentially saying that he's too old to play. It's Trippier who's playing him onside, and Heaton is just, he couldn't do anything about that one. Oh dear me. No options on the ball, really. Chalobah has to go back to Shackle, who plays it out wide to Trippier, who plays it into Arfield, who hasn't really been able to do anything yet. He's found Trippier now though. Whips it into the box. Ings has got half a chance, but it's an easy save for Howard in the end. And it's now Eto'o, and was a lot of room, and it's come to Ross Barkley, and acres of space. Good save by Heaton, and we needed that. Barkley is just too simple for them. McCarthy now, and I don't know where the defence is again, and I thought they'd got a third. We're all over the place. There's no excuses really. Well, guys, it's been a pretty dreadful first half. I mean, the stats may not tell it, but it's been absolutely awful. Chalobah's been muscled off the ball constantly. We haven't really created anything whatsoever, and our defence is just all over the place. It's probably the worst half I've had all season. And maybe you could say I'm being punished for not bringing in enough players over the transfer window, but I didn't really have enough funds. But I'm not quite sure what Heaton's doing for the first goal. He's put it into his own net, and Eto'o, it's a simple tap-in for him, really. Luckily, in all the other games, Leicester are losing. The other two games are draws, which are probably the results that we would need at the moment. So, if we can try and get back into this and those results keep the same, then it would be good, but there's not much hope at the moment. Oh, well played by Chalobah. He may have woken up now. If he can attack well here, Jagielka's keeping his ground. It's just too slow, really. I was dawdling about with it a bit, although that's a poor pass, and Ings will capitalise on that, and he's played it into Jerome. This is a great chance. He's onside. It's a miss, and it's just the heavy touches from Jerome which always catch me out. We whipped him by Arfield, and we need a good delivery here. It's not bad, and it's come for Jerome, and it almost took a deflection in. It might be another corner. No, it's a goal kick, sadly. Okay, guys, we're making 3 substitutions. Jutskovic is coming on, our top scorer, and also a complete change in the centre of midfielders. Ben Taleb and Taylor coming on. We need them to make a difference here. That's too easy for them, and Gibson has just got way too much room, and that's a hit. Good save. Taylor gets there just about. Arfield now, and we need to build something now. But again, there's just nothing in this team. And Everton fans just weighing now. This just gets worse and worse. Well, one in the air there. But it's full time, and that is... I thought the Arsenal game was the worst game of the season. I think this game's trumped it because we needed a good result, and it's not come at all. I mean, we were on a bad run of form going up to the Liverpool game. We won that. It looked like our fortunes had changed, but all of a sudden we're in serious trouble here. Okay, guys, so going into this Leicester game now, as you can see, West Ham still have a game in hand. So it's either against Hull, Liverpool, Manchester City, or Spurs. So I'm going to, well, probably one of those. So I'm going to pray that it's against one of those more difficult sides instead of a team like Hull. No offence to Hull supporters, but I mean, Crystal Palace and QPR are still both right in there because there was draws in the Aston Villa game and the Crystal Palace game. And Leicester lost. So if we win this game, well, we won't jump anyone, but it will definitely give us a very, very good gap to West Ham or Aston Villa, even with games in hand or whatnot. So if we lose this game, we are in serious trouble, really. But this is the lineup we're going with. Kitely's got back into the squad instantly. Sordell's up front to give us something different. Same with Ross Wallace. Taylor and Bentley been there because I was not happy with Chalobah's performance in the last game at all. And we might even bring Reed back into the equation, but I don't think we will. This is a team we're going to go with, so surely we win this. We need a win so badly. Well, guys, here we go. Possibly the most important game of our season, you would probably have to say. A very, very big game over the pond as well. QPR versus West Ham, which is a massive game. Aston Villa are away to Manchester City. So I can't see Aston Villa get anything out of that game, but QPR versus West Ham is a big, big game. Crystal Palace are at home, can't quite remember who they're playing. But they've got a chance there as well. But if we lose this, then we're in trouble. We just have to win this. It's a draw wouldn't really do either side any favours, so it might end up going that way. But we can surely beat this Leicester side. Can get the tackle in Isa, and that's an interesting cross. And I don't know what Heaton's done there. Oh man, I might drop him for Gilks if this continues. Shackle can't quite win that in the air. Oh, it's well won by Ross Wallace, and he's done very well there if he can clip it into Taylor, which he has done. And now it's into Marvin Sordell, was a great chance. And Marvin Sordell, oh, it's a sitter. Well, not really a sitter, but the composure just wasn't there. It's brilliant build-up, but we've barely been scoring in the last couple of games. It's let us down again. Here's Wallace. Oh, free kick, surely, yep. Yellow card there as well.
Yellow card.
Yeah, everybody moves on. That's definite yellow.
Come on, Taylor. He's whipping it into the box here. This is a chance. Whips it in. Keane with the header, but it's nowhere near. And that's just frustrating again. It's a corner though. Not quite sure why. Must have took a deflection. Here's a chance for Jutskovic maybe. It's going to come out to Ward, who hits it. Oh, and that could have gone anywhere, but it's deflected over again in this cagey game. Cambiasso of all people. Oh. Another corner. Taylor to whip it in. Not a bad ball. Punched out. It's come to Trippier, who's got a bit of room. Hits it, but it's well over and wide. Another corner? Yes, another corner. Taylor whips it in again here then. And it's come to Sordell. He attacked it, but he couldn't get it near the target at all. Well won by Taylor. And these fresher guys are seriously having an effect now. It's into Marvin Sordell. We just cannot score at the moment. 4 games in a row that we haven't scored in, and it seems like it wants to make a 5th now. Sordell getting all the chances, but he can't bury them. Oh, it's a good run at the back post by Kitely. Chance here, and somehow he hasn't scored. Bentaleb blocked. Leicester defending for their lives here. He finds Wallace now. And it's into Trippier. Oh, Trippier's done very well there. And it's come to Bentaleb. Good block. We're absolutely all over this side. Uh-oh, Joe has... Oh, we've completely messed up. And if this goes in, it's just typical FIFA. And it's a sweat. And they've hit it over the bar. Oh, and I thought that was going to be an absolute crisis for us. We've dominated this whole game. And they almost hit us on the counter. Joe are opening it up, and somehow Paula's put it over. Jutskovic. It's going to come to Ward now, who's got a bit of room. In fact, he's got... Oh, free kick, yes. Another yellow. Oh, it's a red! Oh, it's a red! I didn't even realise it had already been booked. And Paul Konchesky is off right before the end of the half. And that is a major game changer. We've dominated them the whole game so far. And surely we should just be able to go on and win this easily now. You would think that anyway. Well, guys, how we aren't ahead at this time, I have no idea. We've completely dominated Leicester. They've had that one shot which scared me shitless, to be fair. But we've been all over them, and I'm not quite sure how we haven't scored. Konchesky getting sent off right before the end of the half there should surely give us a game, but I've got a feeling it's going to be a defensive masterclass potentially from Leicester here, knowing FIFA. As for the other games, it's pretty mental. Manchester City beating Aston Villa, but West Ham are beating QPR 1-0, whilst Crystal Palace are drawing 1-1 with Hull at the moment, so it's all in the balance at the moment. So we need to win this, and surely we are going to. It's into Wallace, and he found the pass to Bentaleb, who got an inch of room. It's come back to Wallace, but he's completely fluffed his lines and gone a bit melodramatic there. God's sake. It's come to Trippier now. Trippier cuts inside nicely. Kieran Trippier hits it well wide though. Well, guys, we're completely rolling the dice again here. Danny Ings, Rosnak and Arfield coming on. Jutskovic coming off, surprisingly. But we need to get a goal here. I don't care how scrappy it is. Good tackle. Oh, God, Nugent's slightly got in there, but Ward has done his job very well once again. Oh, Sordell almost pulls off a brilliant move there, but it's now a chance for Cambiasso. Can't afford for them to score now, but that's exactly what they might do, and it's been scuffed, and I do not believe it. It's an absolute disaster. Leicester was only their second shot of the game. Well, I guess you could say their third, but It's just been scrambled in, and oh my word, it's a complete cluster, and it's just a poacher's finish, and it's an absolute disaster. I cannot believe this. This season is falling apart. It's come back to a Joa. Crystal Palace are leading, that's not good. All the results are not going our way at the moment. And it's going to come to James. The referee gets in the way slightly. Oh, he's turned and he's found Powell, and all of a sudden Leicester are looking very good. Very good save. Taylor Fletcher now has just glided past two of our defenders, and he almost put it into the net. We need the ball quickly here. We need to get it forward here. And it's into Danny Ings now. Oh, piss off, ref. He's blown the whistle. And there is virtually no reaction to that. It's another horrendous way to end an episode. And I don't have any words really to describe that. It's just utterly poor. I have no idea how we've lost that game. And I think Crystal Palace won. This is just a complete disaster. Let's go to the table. So guys, this is what the table looks like, and as you can see, West Ham still have a game in hand. Crystal Palace and QPR are kind of running out of time here to get back into the fray of surviving, but a few good results and you never know. But our next game in the next episode is away to West Ham, which is going to be an almighty game, but Villa are really the ones to keep our eyes on at the moment, along with Leicester and West Brom above us, especially West Brom, because we have a game in hand on them. So West Brom could be in trouble soon, but Villa, we need to hope they don't win really any games. Although I do have to say that we do have Villa on the last day of the season. Our last 4 games this season are against West Ham, obviously away, then Hull away, then I believe we have West Brom, and then we take on Aston Villa in the last game of the season. So it's going to be an almighty end to the season. It's not going our way at the moment, but I still have hope that we can turn it around. So it's going to be, as you know, sorry, it's against Stoke instead of West Brom, I should say. So the next episode is going to be West Ham and Hull, and then the final 2 episodes will be live commentaries for the full game. So thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.